Hey guys, it's Sarai again, here for an update. Um, put some color in my hair. It's actually some highlights so I can naturally blend in with my gray hair that are starting to perform. I use that word at the hair salon, and my colorist laughed. So I thought that would be the new way that I describe that showing of my gray hairs. They're performing, they're doing their thing, so I'm not going to work against them. I'm definitely planning on working with them. Um, my plan is to have very long gray blended with, I guess, the color of my roots, which is like a dark brown, very blended hair that is as long as possible. I did have to cut off about 3 inches yesterday, so I'm not really happy with that, but it's a part of the process, and I have to, you know, just trust the process. I don't know what it is about holding a camera to myself that all of a sudden I become very tongue tied. So this is also a progression that I am looking forward to witnessing. Um, this is my little hello, I mean, kitty watch. It's not Hello Kitty. Oh my God, sorry about that. It's also a brain ties, not just a tongue tie, but also a brain tie. All of a sudden, I can't think straight. It's definitely because I'm judging myself. I hope whoever's watching this video is entertained by that. That's all I can ask for. If I'm going to make a fool of myself, I might as well provide some entertainment and laughter. So yeah, this is my little kitty watch that I got at the MoMA design store. It usually ticks, but I had to stop it because it's a bit distracting. At first I thought it would be meditative, but it isn't. It actually wakes me up and keeps me up at night because I'm just following a ticking motion. I mean, a ticking sound, and I thought that that would like put me back to sleep, but it doesn't. Not like a good Spotify. Play guitar for sleep. This is what I listen to for sleep. Let's see if she'll play it. Hold on. Spotify. Oh, wait. Oh my God, I'm asking Spotify. My goodness. I apologize. Alexa, please play Guitar for Sleep. Watch
Guitar for
this.
Sleep from Spotify.
She's loud. Alexa, please lower the volume to 5. I would never listen to it that loud while I'm sleeping. Alexa, please lower the volume to 5. This playlist be putting me to bed. Okay, Alexa, stop. I don't know if that'll be like a copyright. I hear about copyright all the time when I'm like watching YouTube videos. Anywho, back to my little display. I just wanted to give a little pointer to anyone who's watching. This is a laundry clothing care pointer. So, what I normally do is I wash my clothes once a week. That's my routine. I wash my clothes once a week. I absolutely separate the clothing. It's mandatory if you want to maintain the quality of your organic, natural fabrics. Like I like to use silks, cottons, and things that feel good on my skin. I'm trying not to ever buy polyester, and the cost of polyester these days is ridiculous for polyester. I mean, whatever. I guess there's really nice things that are made nicely with polyester, and I guess polyester was made with some sort of integrity before. But there's nothing like fabric, like natural fabric on the body. And yeah, so I've been investing in like wool clothing or not organic cotton. Girl, why is everything organic? Cotton, silk, 100% um material, linen, things like that. So anyway, back to this laundry care bit. that I was going to give you, this laundry care bit. I kind of go off on tangents a lot because of my nerves. Um, yeah, back to the story. Sorry I did that teeth smacking thing. That's not like me. Yeah, so anyway, what I do is I wash my clothes and I separate like I'll just give you a little peek. That might help. Okay, how do you reverse this thing? Guys, I am 41 years old and doing really small technical tasks for some reason is wild. Anyway, um, I'll show it to you like this. There she goes. I am using a tripod. Maybe that's why I can't turn the camera. And I also have problems opening and closing this tripod. So I hang dry my clothing and I always put it by some fresh air. I like to have it by some fresh air because I just know back in the day, people normally would hang their clothing, and back then, like things were made of more natural fabrics, and the clothes would last a really long time. And I think just airing them out also releases some of the energies that your clothing may carry throughout the day. And I watched a YouTube video about a family. It was a family and they lived in the Caribbeans where a lot of the living was indoor outdoor living. So she would always hang dry her clothes outdoors so that the air can purify the clothing and the fabric is softer and it smells fresh. I live in New York, so I don't know how fresh it's gonna smell, but it definitely makes my clothes feel refreshed and it makes me feel more pure when I put them on. Like something about taking care of my clothing and what I put on my body in this way helps me to feel like everything is super intentional and everything is for my good sake and also for the sake of the planet. So, and my electric bill. I'm not like constantly running the dryer and I don't have to like replace clothing as much because I have like some of my clothing pieces that I would like to keep for hopefully the rest of my life. They're not like super expensive clothing, but they're good. They're good basic essentials. They fit me well. I love the way I feel in them. I love the way I look in them. And yeah, oh, and I also wanted to show you this little space I created here. I plan to make some sound baths with that in the very near future. I did promise myself that I would upload a video um, once a week, regardless and of what I feel, if I feel like doing it or not, if I have a plan, if it comes out choppy or not. This is definitely going to be choppy because I'm not going to edit it. So yeah, I'm feeling my hair. I just put on some highlights to begin the transitioning of my performing grays. And I really like it. I don't like the way it looks loose. We did cut a few inches. I don't like my hair in my face when it's short. I like it when it's long because it just gives me like a very like exotic feeling when I have it down long. When it's down and it's not as long, I feel a little boyish, like mullet, like a mullet-y kind of look because I have curly hair and I usually wear it curly. Um, and when they did my blow dry yesterday, they did a blow dryer. I try not to use a blow dryer so I don't get any heat damage because I do want to grow my hair super long for the long haul. Yeah, when they do my blow dry, for some reason I've been getting a lot of Sarah Fawcett hairdos, and it looks great in imagination, but when I'm wearing it, it just doesn't like sit right with my overall like appeal. I don't know if that makes any sense. But yeah, um, so that's all for today's video. I guess one thing I would like to add is I had an emotional, heavy week. I really took some moments to sit deep with myself and just allow them to be there and allow myself to truly feel the feelings and not mask them or not pretend like they're small or even big or even put any size to it. Just feel exactly what those feelings are. And I think in modern day or as adults, we're trained um, to kind of put a band aid over it and pretend like we're okay even to ourselves so that we can get by. But we're not getting through. We're just getting by. And so it's stays there. So we have to like have a breakthrough. And the only way to do that and to be a better, more clearer version of whatever that was that I left behind this week, I definitely have to just sit through, or not sit, but be with it. There were so many times today when I almost watched YouTube, not the stuff that would make me feel good, but the stuff that'll numb me out. And a lot of times that's just watching other like people's business rather than watching something that's inspiring. Um, and I guess in some way it's almost like the misery loves pleasure kind of thing. Um, because it kind of makes you feel like surfaced, and also it mirrors like what you're feeling inside. So yeah, I rejected it. I pressed the reject button. I pressed stop to the thought, and I was just like, just have it out, just be all right with not being all right. And now I feel all right. There's always the time when you're gonna feel all right, and then the other time when you don't feel all right, and that's okay too. So that is a part of life, and the all right part feels wonderful, and it's always worth just making it there because I feel so happy to be there. And honestly, recording this video lets me know that I feel all right, because it's just something that I wanted to share. I want to share. I don't want to do anything but give a bit of myself to the public. um, YouTube is pretty healing, or recording yourself is pretty healing. Recording yourself and just letting it out. It's the same thing like an author writing a book. If you know, of course there's a profession to writing and there's art to writing, but there is also an honesty to writing, and there is a healing part of writing in the journal per se, or a memoir, right? People spill it all on memoirs. Like, why not be able to record a little bit of my heart here and share it with the world, whoever's watching? I know I've gotten like five views on some of my other videos, and I think they were my own views, which is pretty funny. I've realized that if I watch my video 6 times, I'll have 6 views. For some reason, I thought that I won't have um they don't count the views that I'm watching because it's kind of cheating. But that's not the case. So it kind of doesn't even matter. What matters is that I'm sharing it and I'm letting it out. Yeah. Okay. Now I am really going this time. And whoever is listening, thank you for listening. Ta ta for now.